All right, welcome. Got another outdoor one for you today. There's going to be 4 piles to choose from. Please use the timestamps when you're ready to skip ahead to your reading. I'm doing these upside down. We're going to flip them over and see what you get based on what you choose. Let's go by color. I'm going to do that. We're going to bend the corners of these so we got color to help us select. Okay, so option 1 has the green, option 2 the purple, option 3 is black, and option 4 is orange. Okay, so yes, I will see you at your reading. I'm going to jump right in with option 1. Here we go. Option 1. It's $50, easy money. All right. So these are pre-shuffled. I'm going to cut the deck for you. I shuffled these a lot, actually. Okay. And we're going to look at first what is working for you. Okay, what's working for you? What are you doing that's really good? You've got the Death card, transformation. So this might be referring to somebody with personal placements in Scorpio. Maybe it's a collaboration, or maybe it's something on this sort of theme, right? 8th house themes. This could have to do with inheritance for some of you. It may be just referring to change and transformation. That's the most likely way to read it, like the most predominant energy coming through. But I just want to put that out there. So if it resonates, take it. Those other things do apply. Okay. What is hindering you or working against you? Or it could be something you're doing. It could be something that seems external. It could be something internal. Let's see what we've got here. Recuperation, the 4 of Swords. Okay. And we're going to get also advice. The 7 of Wands, Fortitude. And we will get these cards out too, just to help kind of clarify and make the message more full, and because they're awesome cards to work with. Okay, and so for advice, you have the Fortitude, the 7 of Wands, would appreciate the process, Cow and Bull energy. For the what's hindering or working against you energy, you have the 4 of Swords, recuperation, with steady on, common tortoise, which came up reverse, but I'm not looking at these with reversals. There's something here with the pace or somebody else's pace, but it could be that you're assisting somebody else and kind of like your energy is getting, you're getting distracted by something and kind of like over caregiving or like over helping in some way. Or it could be something where like you need time to recuperate it, you know, and there could be some setbacks with that too, because you're not steady on like you used to, and there's some change and transformation, and part of it could be, you know, kind of working against you or some sort of setback. Take it however it resonates. You know what's going on here. It could be the other thing too, where like you're ignoring taking time to recuperate, and that's working against you. Kind of have to check yourself to understand fully what's up. But the 7 of Wands here, Fortitude, with the appreciate the process, feels like it's saying for advice, get up, stand up, welcome in the abundance, but also like some of the abundance, what's right for you. This is about directing energy, having the strength to, so it's like appreciate the process wherever you are in the cycle right now, even if that's rest, stillness, so that you have the ability, the strength, the fortitude to stand up and to receive and to direct the energies because not everything is meant for you to receive. You don't want to receive everything. It would weigh you down. It would be too burdensome. So there's that message. Okay, and appreciate the process. We're going to look at past, present, future. We have past, present, and future. Presently, there might be something here with a vehicle, getting a car, going on some sort of trip. Could be collaborating with somebody who has personal placements in the sign of Cancer, or doing things connected to the 4th house, Cancer season. Maybe you're listening when the sun is in Cancer. Fool reverse. Okay, so yeah, somebody has been foolish in the past, made some quote-unquote mistakes. The Chariot is a more matured energy here in the present. Okay, we're taking the reins here. There's some sort of finalization, whether it's of a phase, a project, or whatever, and there's a new beginning or birth within that. And I feel like, you know, this looks pretty good. To me, it looks like you're on track. The guides want you to know you're on track, even if it doesn't feel like you're on track. Sometimes with the Swords energy too, it can be like you're mentally, it's like your own mind is your biggest hurdle. Your mind is getting in the way or playing tricks on you. Okay, so 6 of Swords, ascendancy here in the future energy. Yeah, I feel like there could be a change in pace with something taking off, but it's like there might be a time period or a phase where you need to sort through things before there can be the flow that you're working towards, okay, with your money or your life or a situation, a project, or it could literally be travel. There's some sort of sorting through and kind of like pacing yourself, and again, directing energy is coming through as a theme. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of divination with coins and stones to complete your reading. Okay. The number 5 and 6 are coming up as lucky numbers, or could have some significance for you. You can look into them in numerology to expand your messages. Yeah, they're talking about a solid foundation and movement, okay, from that place. Even when it's uphill, when you have this solid foundation, this fire energy, it can serve as a launching pad, or you'll be able to come up with the momentum, the inertia, the energy to push through, to grow, to climb that mountain, that pyramid. It's also talking about heat, warmth, the sun, warm colors, all of these things, working with the element fire in a positive way, in a way that, you know, really serves you and your purpose, you know, higher good. I'm seeing like a butterfly energy here. Something is definitely in the midst of being shaped in a process of transformation. And I feel like you're a co-creator here, so this is beautiful. The guides do not want you to neglect it, even though sometimes taking a rest or a pause is important. It helps you to rebalance your head, get your head right. It's like part of a phase or a cycle. That's not the same as neglecting something. Okay. There's something here about like the lens in which you're looking through something. For some of you, this could have to do with who you're around or an environment you're in when you're looking at something or thinking about something. When you change that, you see things differently, and then you have both perspectives to work on. So they're talking about the expansive possibilities within that. I'm also seeing drawing lines or sketches or some sort of pictogram or picture or diagram that may come through or be of importance. For some of you, it's connected to the past energy and something foolish, or maybe somebody, some sort of like retrograde through Aries, or somebody with that in their personal chart, their birth chart. Personal placements retrograding through Aries is a possibility, yeah. But there's something here maybe about planning or maps, finding one's way, navigation, because you also have travel on the table showing up again. Okay. Pile 2, I'm going to leave your reading here. And I will move into the next one. Many blessings to you. Bye for now. Okay. Pile 2. You have 100 easy money. What else do we have for pile 2? We're going to start by looking at where the guides are saying kudos. Kudos to you. Kudos. What are you doing right? Okay. What's working well? What are you doing right? You have destiny, equilibration. Okay. And then next we're going to look at what's hindering you. Okay. Where there could be some improvement. What's working against you. The 7 of Pentacles, variance in reverse, and then the advice, and you have stimulation, the Ace of Wands. It's kind of reversed, kind of upright. I feel like this is talking about, okay, let's one thing at a time. Okay, so we'll get also on the table some cards from this deck to help us expand the messages, bring clarity to that. Sticking through. Alright, so here you have make manifest beaver. It is showing up reverse. So I feel like it's saying what you're doing right here is that you're accepting things that are outside of your control, or you're accepting things that are destiny or predestined, fate. It's like you don't have to be in control of everything, and the universe, you're allowing the universe space to create and to co-create with it. The make manifest showing up reverse, it's like you're allowing to manifest. You are making manifest, you're allowing to manifest, but you're also taking breaks. You're also, surrendering to the universe in a bit and saying okay, whatever fate is, whatever destiny is, kind of what is supposed to be will be. You put in your work and then you rest, or you take a break. This also could be indicating not manifesting for the wrong reasons or for other people in a way that involves energetic vampirism. Okay, so the 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles reverse, Monarch, Butterfly, digest your past in reverse. This is indicating that there may be something from the past that you've yet to digest and process and integrate in the present moment. You could be avoiding this somehow, or there could be some sort of block, apprehension to it. 7 of Pentacles reversed, huh? It feels like there's kind of a bit of a catch-20 here with what you're doing right, what's working for you, and what's hindering you, because it's in some ways something might be hindering you, and yet in some ways it's blessing you, it's working for you, or it's it's working for you in the long term, but in the immediate it doesn't feel that way. The 7 of Pentacles reversed here. Yeah, I feel like some of you, this really wants to be clarified. It has to do with numbers. The amount of people you're collaborating with, working with in something, or not working with, and if they're the right match or partnership or not. I feel like there could maybe be some overwhelm here, or just something in the environment with energies or people. Okay. Over here in the advice area, the Ace of Wands reversed, the House Finch, know your song. This has to do with when you step up and you take some sort of first step. Some of you, there is some sort of first step to take. Maybe you're aware of it and you're procrastinating, you haven't done it, or maybe you're unsure what that is right now. So know your song. This is know who you are. Focus on that. Be you. Know who you are. Know thyself. Know what's in your soul. Know what you're sharing, what you're expressing. Be mindful of your words too. Know your song. This is beautiful energy. The Ace of Wands reversed to me, it's kind of showing up as before you take some sort of leap into something new, start a new project, or put more on your plate, take a bit of an inventory about what you already have, okay? What you already have right now. So we're going to look at past, present, and future. Past, present, future. Presently, you might be working with somebody who has personal placements in the sign of Pisces or Virgo. Something is currently on hold or pause. You feel maybe stuck or restricted in some way, and you very well could be. That's showing up in the present energy. The past energy, the Five of Swords, destruction, reverse. This feels like you decided to change gears. There was some sort of destructive path or pattern, or you were fighting for something, or maybe arguing for something. Possibly there was something, that was destructive. Maybe it was, within yourself, mental conflict. And you chose to change gears or to pause, to stop, to find, you weren't going to do that anymore. You're looking for something else. In the future energy, dissipation, the Five of Cups, you do have some sort of disappointment predicted here, some sort of loss. But this is also freeing you up for more. It's saying like what you lose, you're going to get back, and you're going to get it back in larger quantities. In the future, there's going to be a need to shift perspectives and turn away from what is lost or something that disappoints you. Feel gratitude for what you still have and see the destined path in front of you, or what the universe is offering you. It's like there's something maybe, there's something ready to be released, like I said, but it's going to be replenished. And there's a new direction the guides are trying to get you to look in, because the universe is looking to not only give that back to you, but give you something more that's needed as well. Okay, so from here we're going to do a little bit of coin and stone divination. Let's see what comes through for pile 2. Thank you. Okay, I am seeing a candle. Okay, working with nature, working with candles, things that help you meditate or balance your energy, your focus, things that ignite you in a positive way, relax you in a positive way. It's just like very hands-on, taking control of your life and doing the tangible things, practices that are going to bring about benefit and bring about true stability, like inner stability and external stability. Okay, there's something that's like falling away. We've got this theme of fighting, this theme of the sword, which can also represent the pen. Some of you might work in communications, or you did in the past. There could be new opportunities for this, but I see a lot of you putting the sword away in something. It may be a phase where it's about meditation, it's about listening, it's about being quiet in some way. It may also be for whatever reasons you're feeling blocked, that suspension card. People are keeping you from your pen or keeping you from expressing yourself. And the color purple, the color fuchsia, different colors, raspberry, between red and purple, I feel are really powerful to work with right now. They can really assist you. So however you're inspired, if you are. I'm also seeing a sunset. So I'm not sure why, but there's something here about a sunset. Pay attention. There could be a message around sunset, or the guides are predicting catching a beautiful sunset, advising that, or maybe it's the colors of sunset could assist you in some way. Maybe it's for your business cards, or whatever the scenario is. I do see somebody kind of grinning their teeth. I can't tell. It's a bit of a poker face. I can't tell if they're grinning their teeth and bearing it, if they're snarling, if they're trying to scare someone away, if they're just smiling, what this is. But there's something about that, maybe about the smile too for some of you. It's what you can do with your hands too. They're bringing me to the number 5, and they're talking about 5 fingers, your hands, 5 toes, human beings. What can we do with that? the fire energy is like taking action, and the passion, the purple, it's about the crown chakra. What is your spirit telling you to do with that? What are you meant to do with it? Okay, I do feel like there's prosperity, there's money, there's rewards, there's blessings connected to this. It's of great importance for you. Yeah, a lot of warm colors here. There's something here about sunset and night times really standing out. I do see some of you coming to some sort of crossroads, or somebody's at some sort of crossroads. There's a choice, a fork in the road, and there's actually like 4 directions you could go in. One's just like going backwards, and then there's 3 other directions. So that's what I'm seeing for you. I'm also seeing winter too. There's something connected to winter time. The guys are talking about either preparing for it, or something for you to remember connected to snow or winter, Christmas possibly. Talking about blue skies here too, the color blue in the throat chakra. Some of you like jewelry, art, Venus suasion stuff is really coming through. Is like Venus suasion, connect with the planet Venus, aesthetics, beauty. So this is going to help you a lot. I'm also seeing mushrooms here. So some of you like consuming more mushrooms might help you with your diet. See the disclaimer, I'm not a dietitian, but I do see a mushroom here. Okay, so, or maybe it's products you're working with, you're like selling or something like that. Beautiful energy. Mushrooms too, like they take things that we consider to be waste. It's dead, it's rotting, it's decay, you know, and they turn it into fuel, turn it into energy. And there's something very alchemical, very magical, and very symbolic about that here too for you and your reading. I hope you can put everything into place and you enjoyed the reading. It's been a blessing doing it for you. I'm going to move into the next pile now. Bye-bye. Okay, pile 3. We got $20 in easy money showing up here. And I need to sort these a little bit. The other deck. I mean, from the other reading, excuse me. And then we'll get into yours. So you do have this leading message about how you might have to clean up somebody else's mess. Or somebody else's mess might need to be cleaned up before you can go in and start a project or do your thing or claim something that's yours or make something feel like it's yours. It could also be like with your shift at work. You might have to clean up from the previous shift a bit at some point, or you did previously. Maybe it's an issue you're trying to figure out how to create change within the scenario. Take it however it resonates. If it does, let's see what we've got coming through. So we're going to look at what is working for you, you know, where you deserve kudos, what's really working for you, what you're doing well, and other, like, it can be external factors too, what's working in your favor right now. You have the 10 of Wands, oppression, reverse, and then we're also going to look at what's hindering you, working against you. You have the King of Pentacles, motivation, and then the advice, the universe, consecration. Okay. And we're going to get some clarification from this deck over here. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so in the advice, there's going to be a time where you want more, you want to take more, you feel like inspired to take more. Maybe it's recording. Maybe you set aside like a certain amount of time to record, say like it's an hour, but you're recording and there's more to come out, and so it's worth going that like 5 or 10 extra minutes or whatever it is here. Maybe it's something else, you know, but I just get that it's like there's going to be 2 of something for you instead of 1, or there's this opportunity to take a little more, whether it's something tangible, maybe it's money, maybe it's something tangible, or maybe it's giving more time, whatever it is. Okay, but the 10 of Wands reverse, depression, we have with it the Asian elephant and honor lineage. So yeah, you're honoring your lineage well. I feel like you've probably done this in the past too. The guides want you to know that. The 10 of Wands reverse, this feels like releasing burdens or working through things that are burdensome, taking it off your shoulders, your chest, you know, like getting it off your chest, working through it. releasing the burdens, what you're carrying around, the weight, the baggage, the excess. There's also this energy of like, in the ways in which you have been oppressed, or society or a group of people or whatever has been oppressed or suppressed, you're not alone in like a discontentment of this. You're not alone in feeling like it's unjust or wanting some sort of solution and resolution to this. So if you're connecting with other people around this, if you're searching for the solution, if you're doing what you can to bring this about, the universe is saying, yes, you're doing this right, okay? The the King of Pentacles here, motivation, and then we have a lot of yellow energy here. Everything is connected, zigzag spider, with motivation. So this could be representing somebody with personal placements in one of the earth signs. They could be working against you in some way, or collaborating with them in the way that you're collaborating with them, or some advice they gave you, something like this. Could be a hindrance. I feel like being too stuck in the material world, overly focused on it, overly focused maybe on your achievement or your status, or the amount of money you have, or, you know, some material bounty. That could be a bit detrimental. Yeah, there's zigzag spider, everything is connected, was reversed too, and motivation. Let's see what we have for advice over here too. That's going to help me figure out the middle. Okay, you've got love fiercely, whooper swan. The King of Pentacles would, in matters of love and like following the heart and the soul, the King of Pentacles might say, well, is it practical? Is it logical? Is it going to be monetarily beneficial? You know, there's maybe all these worries, these doubts, or this focus on the material, the quote-unquote practical, to the point where it's actually impractical. And it could be blocking love. It could be blocking the magic of life, you know. So with the consecration universe energy here too, this feels like it's talking about being selective about who you let into your inner circle, who you're connecting with, who you're networking with, who you're working with, and who you're not. And this love fiercely thing, it's like, with it showing up reversed, it feels like it's talking about balance, bringing balance into things. So it's like, yeah, there's a time where it's time to love fiercely. It's a time where there's times where it's time to pull it back a little bit, you know, cool things off. You can scare others away, and that might not be your intent, with the sheer like passion, right? The fierceness of it. So the consecration energy too could be talking about, in the advice area, could be talking about, you know, doing something to make something feel more your own. Or if it's a group thing, or it's like for the office, or it's a group, you know, making it official and like honoring it in some way, making it really examples are coming to mind. Like when people get tarot decks or oracle decks, sometimes they consecrate them, you know. They'll do things, sprinkle salt water on them when they're wrapped in a special cloth, or leave them out under the moon, or charge them in the sunlight, or there's different ways to do it, you know, and make it like create a personal relationship with it as well. So take it and like apply it to your life and your situation, what's going on with you. What is this talking about? Because it's talking about forming some sort of relationship, either with a material thing, or you know, some sort of change, positive change probably, that you're bringing about for yourself or a group, is what I feel here. Okay, so we're going to move into a next part here, the next part, which is going to look at past, present, and future energies. Past, present, future. Okay, in the past, we have an energy of hardship, poverty, struggle, the Five of Pentacles, adversity, a lot of challenge around the material world, around finances. And presently, we have the Queen of Swords, subversion, reverse. This is a lack of education in something possibly, or a miseducation possibly. It's maybe somebody's brain or their mind working against them. Could be critical energies, people criticizing you, or like toxic communication or harsh communication, things that are not very proactive, kind of sharp stuff here. In the future energy, we have the Three of Cups, abundance, reverse. So it's like, yeah, there's something dampering the celebration or the fun or whatever. It's like you're still going to have fun, you're still going to have friends, you're still going to celebrate, but there's something that's dampened it in the past, the present energy, quite possibly. And that's coming through and being predicted. Like, we can't fully celebrate, or, you know, we can't go all out in the way that we would hoped or planned or wanted. Again, something maybe has dampened it. And it could be your own mind. It could be something can shift a bit now and bring some resolution now that the information has been brought to the table and our awareness. I'm not sure. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a little bit of divination with the coins and the stones. Okay, this shape is really standing out to me. It's a rectangle. It's a little bit, it's like it's been knocked to its side or something. This could mean something to you as well, this shape. I am also getting the message about some sort of graph here. Okay, this could be a piece of paper, making some sort of graph, doing some sort of work like this, manifestation wheels and things like this come through, but it's showing up as a graph, so maybe it's like a pro-con list in making a choice or a decision, or something working with a rectangle or filling a whole page comes through more strongly than a manifestation wheel. There's some like jagged edges or curves here. This could be a winding road, could be referring to travel, or just like the ups and downs of life showing up. Somebody's a little rough around the edges, or can be rough around the edges. This might also be you, rough around the edges sometimes. But it's like there's a smoothness to this too. There's a smooth side or a soft side here to the situation, the person, or again, yourself. Yeah, they're giving me this like, can you turn the frown upside down message? If somebody's frowning. Okay. And yeah, the coins didn't come out, or I'm not seeing them. Here it is. It was in the shadow. It's hiding in the dark, hiding in the shadow. Okay, so one thing at a time, guys, please. All right, the number 25 may have significance. Coming through as like a quarter of something, 1/4 of something, 25%. But I'm also getting this message of having enough, having what you need, or it being there, even if it's on scene, or it's like in the dark. Here, there's a chunk of something that's meant for you, or that you're able to tap into, or that will come to light at some point. This could also be an indication to look in places you haven't been looking, or places that you hadn't thought to look. Something's in the dark right now, something you haven't like shown the light on, or you haven't like gone to this place, or you haven't tried this avenue or this approach yet. Okay. Yeah, this is like, there's a lot here. There's a theme about having the head on straight, like having your head on straight, your thinking cap, using your mind, using your head, having it be a good servant to you and not working against you here. There's like also like trying to use your head instead of your fists type of energy here too. We have the swords on the back, and it's like, how can we think, or how can we speak, how can we communicate, how can we listen in a way that's effective, in a way that can prevent unnecessary fighting, unnecessary battles, unnecessary destruction and damage here. Okay, because it definitely feels like it can be done, and that's a goal, and it's showing up as like an important theme at this time with what's going on. Okay, I'm also getting, don't try to force the pieces to fit together, the puzzle pieces. And that's what I've got. So I'll leave your reading here and move into the next one. Many blessings to you. Bye-bye. Okay, last up, we have the $500. Easy money, 500. Okay. So I need to reset a little bit here from the previous reading. Got nature coming in, being a factor here. Okay. The wild nature, I suppose I should say. The wilderness. Okay, pile 4. We're going to look at where you deserve praise and what's working well right now. What the guides need you to know is working well, working in your favor. It could be things you're doing or just in general. And we're also going to look at like what may be working against you, some sort of blockage or hindrance. And then we're going to do advice over here. Okay, and I'm going to get some of these to clarify because they're great cards. I love them. Okay, so you have the Tower card, attention in reverse position, and Spring Peeper. Evolve into your next, evolve into your next becoming. Excuse me, I was trying to read through the camera. I needed to not do that. Evolve into your next becoming. Spring Peeper. Tower reverse. This feels like it's saying what you're doing right now is you're not demanding things, you're not forcing things, you're not, basically you're avoiding some sort of tower moment. You don't have to have everything come crumbling down. You don't have to destroy everything and start all over. Instead, you're evolving into your next becoming. You're taking things that you've grown in the past, that you've earned in the past, that you've magnetically attracted in the past, that you've nurtured and that have bloomed in the past, things that you've cultivated from the past, and you are evolving with them, or you're using them as tools in creation and evolving things. Okay, so it's less destructive, more about the change and like building upon things basically in a very organic way, the evolving. Over here we have the 8 of Cups reverse with seclusion and stand up for yourself, spotted skunk. So some of you might be hiding away or refusing to separate yourself from the pack or the crowd, the group, society, something here. Because you're tired of standing up for yourself, or because you're afraid to stand up for yourself and do so. This is showing up as a hindrance. Okay, the seclusion is like there's a difference between isolation and taking time on one's own. You know, there's a time and place, and there's a need for balance in order to have health and growth and wealth and everything flowing, ideally, especially, but flowing well. So yeah, there might be somewhere to stand up for yourself that might need to occur. Take it how it resonates though, because it did show up reverse, and it could be the opposite, where it's like, it's time to stop constantly focusing on that, like, because if you're standing up for yourself, you're telling yourself, okay, so how do we want to put this, guys? It just could be like this thing where you're feeling stuck and reaffirming that you're a victim and telling other people you're a victim in some way, and things need to change. And like, if that's become a pattern and like a way of life for you, and you've taken a step back from that, you've stopped or you've separated yourself from some sort of situation, the guides are saying that's good, that's for the betterment. For some of you, there could be a situation where there's like long-term, short-term, medium-term, and something could be like detrimental or working against you in some way in the short term, but it'll be for the better in the long term, the medium term. It's a little widespread here, but with the 8 of Cups seclusion, I do feel like some of you got the message to stay for a period of time, be around people, or stay in some sort of situation, or stay at some sort of job. And that is actually the right move right now for you. Rather than separating yourself, it's helping you avoid this tower moment and evolve again. So there's less loss basically here, and upheaval and chaos, and work, and you're able to keep things again that you've been working towards, and the blessings and things. The Six of Cups in reverse, felicity over here with advice and discover your purpose, earthworm, beautiful. This is talking about how you feel, think, observe the past, your past and the past in general. It's giving me this message about, like, live not for the memories, and like being in a constant state of, if there's any sort of like depression, or things are better in the past, they'll never be that good again, they'll never be better than that, it'll never be even that good in the past, and as the past was. That type of thinking is negative, and that type of feeling is very negative, and it's showing up as a block, it's showing up as something that could really hurt you. So it's like viewing the past in a healthier way. It's like, and keeping it in its place too. Like there's a time and a place to reminisce, but not all the time. You can't let it overtake you, overwhelm you, basically, is the advice. It's talking about delving into maybe your ancestry or past lives, or things that past you has done, the way that things were in the past, culturally possibly, for you personally with the earthworm, and really being very productive about what you're doing with the information, the feelings, the new perspective, and integrating it into the future, into the present. So the advice is to have a good, healthy relationship with the past. And it's fine to feel that bittersweet, like nostalgia, and look back and everything. It's just that there's other things the guides want you to feel as well. So they're talking about having it in healthy balance. All right, so from here, we're going to look at past, present, and future energy. Definitely interested to see what comes through for your past, considering what we just pulled there. Okay, so here we go. Here comes the train. I hear the train. So if that's a sign for any of you, or some sort of message for you, have you know, train is passing right now. Okay, past, present, future. Similar cards, same cards wanting to come back up. Okay. In the past, you have the seclusion, the Eight of Cups reverse. So in the past is talking about you not separating yourself from some sort of pack, some sort of group, not secluding yourself, or not secluding your work. It could have been that you were continually collaborating or sharing ideas where you should have, it's not saying you should have necessarily, but you had the opportunity to work more independently or to go your own way here, and you chose not to. And then the Six of Cups, felicity reverse in the present moment. So that's saying that is a big reason why you have that theme of the past energy and how you're relating to the past coming through with the advice energy and what's going on presently. There's a theme about your relationship with the past and past you presently in this moment, and it's really big. I don't know if you guys do something for work, like connected to the past, like maybe you, or even as a hobby, like, you know, scrapbooking conventions or anything like that, you want to drop it in the comments, let me know. I'd love to hear about that. It's always fun to see the way that the readings specifically sync up when they do so like that. Okay, so there might also be something where you need to cut cords with the past in some way, or release something, or forgive something. But I don't want to go too into that. We're going to go over here into the future energy, and then we're going to do some rock and stone and coin divination. In the future energy, you have consecration, the universe reverse here. It feels like, what is this? something that you're expecting to grow or take off might not. There might be some sort of curveball that's thrown here. Or there could be something where you're in a hurry and you don't take the time to consecrate something. So one example of like consecration is when people get new tarot decks or oracle decks. They even in the booklets, sometimes it advises you to consecrate them. A lot of readers, do that. They do it in their own way. They have there's different ways to do it, but people will take their tarot cards outside, leave them outside overnight under the moon, or have them charge in the sun, or do different things with salt, or like flip a card every day and connect with it on a personal level and work their way through the deck before they read for other people. Staging things, and then like when you do a space clearing, if you burn candles, a lot of times people burn black candles to absorb negative energy and chase out negative energies, deflect negative energies, and then they'll burn a white candle to kind of consecrate the space, to welcome in light energy, welcome in the blessings, and bring this energy of purity, sanctity to things. So in the future, it's saying there's this opportunity that you might overlook doing that. You might not bond with new goods that you're receiving or purchasing, or your space. You could be making sacred space. You might avoid doing that. You're not doing it for whatever reason. This is not inevitable. In fact, it's on the table right now, possibly to prevent you from going down that path, and so that you do think about the reading and think about it and understand that it may be worth it for you to create that sacred space, or that do that energy work. This can also have to do with events, parties, gatherings. Like it can have to do with your office space too, setting intentions, consecrate. I'm thinking first thing in the morning too. They're talking about a new day and the way that you approach a new day. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, and it's not like you have to do that with every single thing either. It's okay sometimes that life gets busy, and maybe you didn't sage your office before the next person came in, but you know what? It's like, you're not a therapist. That wasn't necessary. You're just, I don't know. I can't think of an example right now off the top of my head where it wouldn't matter so much, but don't over worry or stress yourself out, but pay attention to your intuition and the signs and signals that you're getting, because you may be called to action through them. Okay. So let's see what we have for this. Okay. Yeah, there's something here about energy and balancing energy. There being energy blockages or something, and you being able to recreate, redirect, work through these in a way that's fun, that's enjoyable, or that's at least moderately pleasant, and it's going to be oh so worth it. So take that extra time, to clean your office space, or to consecrate your decks, or say morning affirmations or prayers. Set the tone for positivity, success, wealth. Okay. Yeah. So they're talking about relaxing the mind. They're also talking about sleeping on something, relaxing the mind, to see something from a different perspective, and they're also talking about the way that you're perceiving some sort of action. Okay, some sort of activity, some sort of action. The fire energy here. There's some sort of building blocks that may be covered up right now, or partially covered up. Be information about these, or building blocks in some way. It's showing me wheat, so this could literally be about food, or it could be about materials. Just any sort of building block. It doesn't have to be material in nature either, so it could be information. Yeah, they're like, if you're 5 or 25, there are certain things that always work. the universal laws are always in place, and there's certain things you can fall back on. It may be time to review those, or reflect on those, or go back to that. They're also talking about some sort of connection between when you were 5 and when you were 25 or will be 25, or your business, 5 years, 25 years. Some sort of connection between 5 and 25 here. Could be an anniversary also. There's more joy, okay, or there's more color in some way as things increase, as we get closer to that 25 mark. I see growth presently. There's a lot of beautiful growth. There's stuff going on spiritually for you, for the collective as well, I believe, here. And there's a lot of action too. There's a lot of activity, a lot of action, a lot of heat, a lot of warmth, a lot of creation going on. So there's this message about like the crown chakra, the higher self, the divine being a part of this, and there being a lovely synergy and co-creation. Yes, sometimes there's a bit of like mud, or there's a bit of rockiness, or there's challenge here, but there's a lot of beauty, and being able to see that and focus on that is coming through as advice. I feel like also tuning into your higher purpose and the point, and moving from spirit, or moving from a spiritually grounded place. We have the red here as well, or a spiritually aware place, is really important and can really assist with new beginnings as well, or bringing a cleansing energy or a purification to something, or a clean slate if need be. Okay. Yeah, I'm also seeing pieces of the puzzle coming together for you too in the near future. There's like a couple pieces of the puzzle that are going to be appearing or coming together. This could be people, partnerships, information, materials. I'm not sure what it is, but there they are, and they come together. You may or may not initially be aware or recognize them as fitting together. Okay, so it might not look like they fit together, or they would match up or pair in such a way, but they will. Or it could be obvious. I'm not sure. It's going to differ from person to person, I think. They're also showing an upside down heart as a symbol. I'm not quite sure what this means, but it's showing up too as like a balloon dangling. So, and they're showing me a line, a path here. Could involve some sort of separation, change of heart, falling out of love possibly, or releasing something that was burdening the heart. The heart's like ascending, coming back down to earth again. Heart meditations, working with your heart, it comes through as a very powerful thing to do here too, and could create movement. Absolutely could get you places. Okay, that's what I've got coming through for you. So I'm going to leave your messages here. Many blessings, and bye-bye.